Stand up, I get up. Lose a focus, come on, people, get up. I'm gonna stay focused. Opportunities,
We are rolling up the red carpet to the biggest weekly event, the iSpani show. Reporting live on the red carpet, I am your E-entertainment correspondent, Macmillan Shumo, E for educational entertainment. I'm a VIP, and a salute to my VIPs. I'm a hustlers, bafethu. Yitabani sinisiqiso sebayazi kahle kahle zabe sibeka muphi umkhakha. Sibeka yonke into ehambisana nemicimbi bafethu. Njengoba ke sinithulela umkhakha wayo ke events coordinators bafethu. Uyazi ukuthi ube nomcimbi omnandi ohamba kahle oyimpumelelo udinga umuntu okwazi ukuhlela izinto nokwenza iqiniso ukuthi yonke into ihamba buthebelele. Umsebenzi ke ozenza ihasa lethu yena uSheyenne. Intokazi ke ayingena kulo mkhakha njoba ithanda kodwa ke njengentokazi engazibikelanga phansi ithathe lethuba elinikeze lona yalibamba ngezandla zombili. Ngithaka sambe somvakashela lapha ngakubo njengoba ngithi ngiyanimema nonke. Now my invitations please RSVP ASAP siyakuphi ngakubo asimathende.
You don't always want what you get, but sometimes if you take the opportunity, you get what you want. She wasn't happy about it. She wanted the place back, and she took it in her hands, which was trying to murder us all. Hi, my name is Cheyenne I'm 20 years old and I live in Midrand. Growing up, my parents told me the story of when I was born. We were currently living in a house that belonged to my father's aunt, and she wasn't happy about it. She wanted the place back, and she took it in her hands, which was trying to murder us all. She would try to set the house on fire, or when I was sleeping in my parents' bed as a baby, she would throw stones through the windows, chase my father as soon as he got out the taxi with a knife or a baseball bat. It was pretty intense. So I think my life was very action-packed as a baby. When I tried to make friends in the past, I was pretty much an outsider because of my religion. So it was very hard to sort of connect with these people who followed this religion and all clung together. And so I found it very hard, and they didn't really accept me into their groups. And as I later, went to primary school, I was accepted, but things made me stand out. Like I had really short hair, and so people would bully me about it and tell me that I looked like a boy. And as the years went on, I picked up more weight because of asthma, and then it made me more vulnerable to bullying, and finding friends was hard. So I've always had very few friends. Towards the end of 2015, my parents got separated. This was very unexpected because I always thought we were all so close, and it really did a lot to me. It was so unexpected and I wasn't ready, and it has affected my life greatly. It was really bad and I took it very hard.
Well, when her parents did split, it was quite hard on her, and obviously she was depressed from that moment. It was obviously a hard time to go through. So obviously I tried to help here and there where I could, especially with the distance coming into play as well. It's not easy, especially when you haven't dealt with something like that personally, but I've tried on every level that I possibly could to help her through it. But she's changed really now for the better. She's gotten over it and she's really progressed from that point.
While I I was in school, I wanted to study psychology. Psychology and human resources wasn't my first choice. I have a passion for interior design and really wanted to study that and pursue it. But my parents and my family, they didn't feel that it was a proper career, and I think they were really set on me having a desk job. Since the psychology plans fell through, I thought, if I do study human resources, maybe I would obtain enough funds to then, pursue a career of interior design that I can always fall back on.
Well, after I completed my matric year in 2015, we both took gap years, and during the gap year, it became boring after a time doing completely nothing at all. But after time, when she did find the courses to do online, that sort of thing was really a release, if you would, from the mundane, every day doing nothing. And that was really encouragement to go forward, especially showing her that, mate, this is what you want to get into. This is basically the starting steps of where you would want to go, even after studying HR.
In 2016, since it was my gap year, my mother was able to find a job for me at Intera Solutions, as they were subcontracting for the company she works at. As an intern, I do administrative work, so invoices, petrol slips, and whatever they need me to do in regards to the workers and the company as a whole. I enjoy being there because it is my first proper job, and it is a very small company, so it's cozy and it's easy to, learn everything without being under too much pressure and gain the necessary experience that will help me in finding a job some other place someday. Looking back on my past and comparing it to now, I've learned that you don't need to be so independent on people, and that, friends aren't everything. And, I'm very glad that I was able a lot of times to rely on myself, and it's helped me. It's taken me through so many, situations that I've gone through. And I'm really glad that, I was able to focus on my work, and it's helping me now, even today. Tomorrow I'm going to an interview at Sunset Boma, and I'm going to see if I've got what it takes to become a junior events coordinator.
So tomorrow when she does go for her interview at Sunset Boma, I would tell her to just be herself, just go out, do what you know how to do, just do what you know, be yourself, and everything will come for you, everything will go your way if you just stick to that path.
If I get the position, it will mean, taking on more responsibilities, gaining necessary experience for the working world, and at the same time being a part of something that's so interesting to see come together, and also at the same time exercising my passion, which would be, decorating and such.
Talk to me a little bit about attention to detail, because this is a very detailed, stressful part of the business. Can you give me some of your views on that?
In terms of an event, I think it's the little things that make a difference. Even if you go your extra way to put a little more extra, decorations or do something special with the food, like garnish it extra. Can I repeat myself, please? I've arrived at Sunset Boma and I'm about to go into my first interview. I'm extremely nervous, so wish me good luck.
Hi, Shay. Welcome to the Sunset Boma. We'd like to thank you for your application that you've sent through to us in terms of our junior event coordinator business. I'm going to tell you a little bit about the Sunset Boma in terms of what we do. So the Sunset Boma has been around for about 10 years right now. It's owned by a mum and daughter duo, so my daughter's in business with me at the moment. And we're a private wedding conference venue, catering for up to 300 people, situated in Blue Hills in Kyalami. Okay. What we've decided to embark on is because of the hospitality industry in our country at the moment, we have decided to move on to a development program for young women. Just a quick question for me. Tell me, what was your interest? How did this entire passion for events start?
Essentially, I really have a passion for interior design. So I like the elements of getting to decorate tables and put together an entire venue to achieve an overall product. And that's really interesting to me.
How good are you with stress?
Oh, I'm really good. I deal well under pressure. I think that's when I'm at my optimum. So I think I'll be able to cope.
Okay. And your catering skills in terms of management, in terms of kitchen, are you strong? Are you able to lead a team in terms of time management? How do you cope with that?
I understand the importance of deadlines, and I get that it doesn't just happen by itself. You need everyone on the same page. So I believe it's very important. Personally, I'm very shy, but if it's a situation, it's not just about us, it's about the client. So we all need to work towards a common goal, and I believe I can get everyone on the same page.
In a situation where you have a client that comes in and gives you a brief and you don't feel very comfortable with it, how would you handle that?
Well, it's the client and it's their event, and in the end of the night you want it to be as what they wanted. So, take it as a challenge and you try to incorporate everything that they want and try to make it the overall product look as good as possible.
All right, so this position, as we know, is the junior events coordinator. Give me a couple of things that you think right now is the roles and responsibilities of a junior events coordinator.
You need to manage your time wisely, make sure that the food is coming out and being prepared beforehand and everything comes out as the client has requested. You need to be able to set up the venue as per their taste and be able to deal with the stresses and sort of manage your team, because at the end of the night, your team is the extension of you. You can't do everything alone.
Talk to me a little bit about attention to detail, because this is a very detailed, stressful part of the business. Can you give me some of your views on that?
In terms of an event, I think it's the little things that make a difference. Even if you go your extra way to put a little more extra, decorations or do something special with the food, like garnish it extra. Can I repeat myself, please?
In a perfect world, Shay, we would say we would have an hour. In the event that you had a client and you really did not have the time to be able to fix or to change things, what kind of communication skills from a personal point of view would you utilize in order to either calm the client down or to be able to get them to accept where we are and to move forward with your particular planning? How would you handle that?
Oh, it's very important that you have people skills. You can't get upset, that the client isn't very happy. You need to be understanding and sympathetic. So I would try my best to calm them down and, explain the situation. This is the time we have, and unfortunately, there's not too much that we can do. And try to make up for it in as best as I can with other elements, making sure everything runs smoothly.
Obviously, we're dealing with the public and it is a private venue. And can you explain to me a little bit about how you understand risk management?
Risk management. I don't know how that works.
I'm going to give you a scenario and I'd like to see how you would have handled it. Let's say you had a client that came in and it's an hour before your function and the client is really not happy with what the venue has put together. How would you handle that in terms of the time frames that you would have to deal with to get that function up and running?
Oh, I get these things happen, and you need to make sure that your client is happy at the end of the day. So I'd really try to get what the client wants me to change and do all that I can with what we have at the events place.
Okay, so Shay, I'm sure that you, like I've given you some of my background, I've been in the telecoms construction industry for a very long time. Part of that is a very male-dominated environment, and this business for us is very important because there's a special aspect that is very passionate to me about the development of women in skills in our country at the moment. So as part of what we're doing at the Sunset Boma is we're offering development programs to women in the field of hospitality that will range all the way from catering, your decor, entertainment, a future venture in terms of leisure where we will go into chalets, etc., risk management, health and safety, child minding, on your functions itself. So what we're going to do with you today, we've prepared 3 tasks for you. They're going to be practical tasks, and we're going to show, and you're going to come forward and show me what you're able to do, and then we will do an assessment of all 3 of those areas.
Cheyenne o positive ka se a ka se kgonang empa ho ngata ho a tlameng go ithuta hona ka ha di-events o tlameha gore e be motho ya batho a be ka godimo ha dikarolo kaofela tsa ho bopa events je ka di-company tse ngata tsa events management. Sunset Boma le yona ya kwetlisa lekaleng lena la events management ka mosebetsi wa events manager le tse ding tse isang ho rarollong le go bopeng ha di-events. Wena o hloka senior certificate e tla o dumellang gore o etse diploma. Di-courses tsona di teng tsa events management, tsa exhibitions le di-conference. Mahaslas menyetla e menyenyane ke boqalo ba katlaho tse kgolo, ene hape menyetla ena e eketsa ha e ka ba wena wa e sebedisa. Nka monyetla o leng pele ha hao hore o tsebe ho hola.
Hi there, my name's Salome Govender. I'm the owner and proprietor of the Sunset Boma, which is located in Blue Hills in Kailami. We are a private venue that caters for conferences and weddings in Gauteng, and I am going to be the mentor to Cheyenne.
Ngibize u-MC uMaster of Ceremony ngoba yimina ke engiphethe lo mcimbi njengoba silaphana ke endaweni enhle eSunset Boma bafethu venue kwaNdonga Zaduma eGoli kwanyama iphela kuphela amazinyo wendoda noma ngithi awentokazi njengoba ke uShayenne alaphana ke afisa ukuba i-junior events coordinator. Intokazi kuzomela ke ibe nekhono ke lokuthatha ke izifiso nemicabango ye-client ibhanqe ke ebenzele umcimbi omunye omkhulu kodwa wow namangazi nje ngizwe njengento ichiqi washo umbuzo lashigama ngikhuluma ngani mangakhuluma ngayo iword jumble. Ngincede ke bafethu nginikeze ama-clue amabini which are your letters T and N. Bafethu uyazi moyazi impendulo uthumela kumkhafazi khona lapha ku Twitter na ku Facebook ufaka eyakho impendulo kuthi khona manje samsibona intokazi lapha ke ishaya itask yakhe yokuqala kazi kuyozala nkomoni asazi kodwa kuyoba mnandi asimbone.
Okay, Shay, so let's start our day. Task 1, the most important task that we're actually having to do. This is going to be your whole planning meeting with your client, understanding the briefing, knowing what the function is. My expectations today and what we're going to look at is your attention to detail in terms of understanding the client brief, and then being able and understand his food, his beverage choices, the decor, and getting all of those things ready for a project plan in terms of how we're actually going to plan and execute this function. Okay, Mr. Timothy has arrived. Welcome to Boma, Mr. Timothy.
Thank you very much.
Hi, lovely to meet you.
Good to meet you as well.
Mr. Timothy, welcome again to the Sunset Boma. I would like to introduce you to Shay, and Shay is going to actually be responsible for assisting you today with understanding the brief for your event. Shay?
Thank you for choosing Sunset Boma for your event. And I would like to take some notes as to what you're expecting, the amount of people, our budget, things like that.
Yeah, great. So we're looking for a 60th birthday. It's my mom's 60th birthday. More or less an evening function from the afternoon going into the evening. I've had a look on your website. I see that you have things like lanterns and fires, so I'd like that to be included in the function. The theme, we're looking at African, but not old African. We're looking very little modern African, some earthy colors, and that kind of decor. It's approximately 80 guests for now. We're looking for a buffet-style service if you offer that. And a very relaxed evening, so it's nothing too serious. It's more fun, and maybe a DJ. We're also going to be including some a brass band, maybe some traditional African dancing. But from there you need to guide me as to what you have available.
Looking back at my matric results, I wish I could have done things differently. I know that I was very distracted, and I see now that those distractions were meaningless, and if I could change it, I would definitely be more concentrating on my work. You know, I am a procrastinator, and I always had the internet at my disposal on my games, and, you know, I would focus more on that than on my studies. So you did say 80 people. I'm maybe thinking 10 tables with 8, so it's not too clustered.
Yeah, I like that.
And we can have a main table in the back and maybe a dance area because it's a brass band, so maybe people would like to.
Yeah, for the main table, I'd prefer for my mom to be with the guests, so if she could be part of those 10 tables that you're speaking about, that'd be better.
And maybe we can use the main table for like maybe beverages, or we can put decorations on there.
Yes, a separate table, that could work.
And you mentioned dances. We can also make a sort of like a dance floor. We can have them be a part of it, or.
Could you offer something else instead of having the dance area in the main function room?
Yes, we do have like side bomas. We can maybe have them there, or where people generally chill and relax. There's areas that we can have the dancers be.
I've seen on your website that you have you offer a cigar lounge. Could I have that included in the function as well?
Yes, we can. I'll just make a note of that. The most intimidating thing about this job, I would say, is the time constraints. There's deadlines and there's little room for error, and I think that's very intimidating.
Okay, Shay, I think we've got most of the detail. Let's go to the whiteboard. Let's start plotting it all out and see how we go. Okay, so we've pretty much got everything on there. I've shared with you the budgets that Mr. Timothy has given us. Having a look at it, what are your thoughts? Do you think we can fall in budget with this?
I'm a bit concerned about the photographer and the DJ because, it was unexpected, so I don't think we've budgeted for that. So it will definitely be something we'll have to work around or try to incorporate better. So that's my only concern, but I think everything else we can cover with the budget mentioned.
Perfect. So we can do the optional extras for him on your quotation. Okay, Shay, I think you've pretty much covered where you need to. We've come to the end of task 1 right now. So let's move on. Let's go and do task 2 and see how you fare in that one. Okay.
mona re bona bokgoni ba o mamela. Shay o ne a tlameha go rekisetsa client ya hae di-options tse a nang le tsona ka lethabo le ka kgatlhego. Di-events planner ba tlameha gore ba bone le bokgoni ba puo gobane ba kopana le di-client go fumantsha molemo wa event. Ba tlameha gore ba bone le pono ya event pele e ka etsagala ene ba tsebe le mathata a ile gore a ka hlaga gore ba tle le tharollo. Ba tlameha go bana le utlwisiso e tibileng ka se client e se batlang gobane seo se etsa gore ba tsebe go ahisana. Attitude ya hao e ka ba le sedi ho wena kapa e ka ba le fifi. Mahaslas menyetla e tshwana fela le letsatsi ha le hlaba ha o diega e a feta.
Okay, Shay, I think now we're coming on to task 2. Most important task of any function is actually where you bring everything together in terms of your food, your beverages, all of those things. So I think the most important team right now that you're going to work with is your kitchen staff. So I'm going to start taking you to the kitchen. Let's go and have a chat with them and see what we're going to be preparing there.
Okay guys, can I have everyone's attention please? Okay, so we have a client coming at 5 o'clock and we need to prepare some things in advance because I would like him to taste and try the stuff. Can you please check if we have lamb? We need to make a lamb curry and Wella, if you can make a salad for us, maybe. I know we have halloumi. We can get that with some chicken. The sooner you get the chicken on the pots, the quicker it will cook. Drinks, do we have enough? Okay, we do have, that's fine. Okay, so we can get that started now. The quicker we start, the quicker we'll get finished. I want to finish in time. My father supports my decision in events because he knows that it is something I'm passionate about and that will also, make me better at dealing with people. It might help me in any other careers that I choose, gaining experience and helping that catapult me further in many different directions.
Okay, Shay, this is the decor room, so we need to now get into understanding what you've done with your client, what you've sold. I'd like you to look around, pick a few items that you want to actually put together right now in terms of actually the brief that he's given you. So you can go through all of the stuff that you're looking for. Let's put a few things together and we'll have a look and see how we can bring them in.
All right. I think I would like to do 3 tables with different centerpieces, so just that we can get a feel as to what he wants.
Great, I like the idea.
So maybe something like this.
Oh dear.
That's fine, I never liked this part anyhow, and we're not going to keep this kind of decor, hey? Having started the Sunset Boma, it's been very challenging for me because it's something brand new. It's something that I've had to learn. I think that when people and friends and family say that you're a natural party person, you kind of think that this is also easy. And I think when you get involved in understanding the intricacies of such a business, you start appreciating people in the industry in terms of what goes into it, the blood, sweat and tears, the hard work that goes into it. At the end of the day, it's probably the most rewarding to be in a place in your life where you can be a part of smiles and parties and love. So if you were to think about it, doing what you did today and you're doing a 60th birthday, what do you think? What do you think is the worst kind of client that we could ever have?
I would think, 21st birthday parties, because I feel like maybe, especially if it's a girl, they're very fussy and they want their day to be perfect. And also they could be probably a bit rowdy. So
Very glad I know somebody who likes Metallica, so I can handle 21st now, can't I? Right, that looks good. I think that's great. Okay, I think you've done pretty well here. I think most urgent, let's get down back to the chefs and check how the kitchen's going, and we can finalize.
Landing the internship, position at Interior Solutions, it definitely opened a lot of gates. I wasn't, anticipating coming into events, and hearing about it was definitely very exciting for me. So getting into this, career, it's definitely helping me, exercise my interior design passions and overall helping with my goal of becoming an interior designer. Bali, are we done?
Yes.
We're good.
Yes, I'm finishing.
Okay, looks really good.
Can you test it, please?
Looking good in Bali. Plates are all nicely cleaned.
Just make sure before we take this out, the plates have to be exactly clean. It looks just like this, okay?
Okay guys, this looks good. The tasting platter looks good. Thank you, Mbali. You managed to get it done. Shay, in terms of your client's brief, do you think that this is what your client is expecting?
I think it looks good and it is what they asked. I like that we included 2 different types of rice, so I think they'll be very impressed with that. But overall, I think everything is fine.
You're happy with the taste and your plating?
It tastes really good and it looks neat. So long as the bowls are clean before we send them out, it should be fine.
And make sure that your plates are nice and heated food, and I think we're good to go. So let's get ready for the next bit.
Mona re bona botlhokwa ba go kgona go etela pele go kenya matsogo ene hloko ka nako ene hape go beya leihlo mererong kaofela monana checklist e ne e ka mothusa events management ha se monate fela tje ka ha nna le wena re bona go ngata go etsalang ka morago for event go ba se e leng sona go ya ka takatso ya hao o ka organize manyalo di conference di concert di fashion show le tse ding tsa dikopano o tlameha gore o bane le bokgoni ba go coordinator go organize go rarolla mathata le go sebedisana le batho mahaslas ke re kwena ya controla mpallo ya hao ene tseba gore leetong la pallo ya hao menyetla e mengata e potapotang e o tlamehang go enka go sa kgathalletsehe maemo a hao kapa mabaka a hao awujayiba ngathi umenyiwe vele simenyiwe amagama ethu akhona ku-guest list yaka Cheyenne bafethu check umuthanda check into ngaziqiniso ukuthi zonke izinto zime ngomumo ukudla qonsisa amathi indawo yinhle ngithi nalabo bazonandisa basezingeni eliphezulu konke lokho akwenza ke ayiqiniso ukuthi ungaphansi kwezindleko khona ke iclient izobanikeza imvumo yokuqhubela phambili ngomsebenzi kodwa wow angikwazi ukuqhubela phambili ngowami umsebenzi singaqeda indaba ye-word jumble so athi ngincede nginikeze one more clue which is the letter I ngithi ake ngithemba ukuthi khona ukunceda uma sibuya emva kwekhefu intokazi ke yenza i-presentation ngabe ke izothola i-thumbs up from ku-client noma ke i-thumbs down kodwa uyazi bafethu makunama events khona i-catering khona ukudla thina ke senze so sithatha amapapa siyabuya.
Okay, Shay, Mr. Timothy is called. He's almost here at the gate at the moment. How far are we? Okay, Shay, we now at task 3. So we've gone through a lot today. The decor is the final task that I needed. You have got the brief from the client right now. You know the colors, you know what he's asked for. So I think what we need to do is see your creative ability come through, how you work with your team and putting everything together right now. We only have another 30 minutes before the client is here. So what I'd like to do is see how we can put it together and get the different elements going so that he can actually see what he's looking for.
Well, I've set up 6 tables already, And I just want to do this one and experiment with a few different centerpieces, but this is the last table to do, and then we'll be ready for the client.
Fantastic. You get your team together, and let's do it as quickly as possible. We've got 15 minutes, so you've got to get a hop.
Timber, we need an orange tablecloth and also a beige one. Just make sure that they're like not too creased. And maybe if we can start laying out the underplates and the plates.
So I want you to make sure that you have Nissy is doing your quality control on your glasses, your plates. Everything is actually pristine.
Okay, we need to make sure that everything is clean before.
I'd get you to task someone to do that for you in the meanwhile.
Okay.
Nissy is available.
Nissy, can we please just maybe we can start polishing these glasses because some of them are a bit dirty. I want to get the cutlery laid out properly and just double check with the bows because some of them are unraveling and we can't have that. Okay guys, this tablecloth is looking a little bit creased. If we can maybe find an iron, and then before we start setting the mirrors and stuff, we just iron quickly. Will we be able to do that? Okay, but can I see the mirror? Okay, once it's ironed, we're gonna get this mirror in the middle, and we're gonna get a vase. We're gonna put it on there.
To get any event and its planning right, it's really about understanding, and it's about listening and listening and listening some more. I constantly tell my employees, and I use a funny analogy, and I'd like to share that with you. And I always liken what I do to an elephant, and I say to them, they have very big ears, okay, and they have a long trunk that covers their mouth. So listen more and speak less. And if you do it properly, you have no room for error. Okay, Shay, happy, but we've got 6 minutes and I can't see your team on this table, so although the venue's done and it's beautiful, we've got something that's under. So I think you need to get a move on, get your entire team, and let's get the plating set up right now.
Okay, Tempa, can we please get that tablecloth on here now, and then we need to bring in the mirrors. Okay. Do we have another mirror, Mbali?
Okay, can we move, guys? Quickly. Tablecloths have been ironed. You need your gold underplates at the moment because that's missing. It's not in your venue at the moment, so you need to get those very quickly.
You can give this to me. You just keep bringing other stuff, please.
Okay, it's 4 minutes. The last thing I want is to have the client walk in when we're hosting them, and we're now going to be asking them to be watching us set. So let's get the team moving quickly.
Okay, you can start setting this. Okay, yes, that's fine. Let's get the plates on these.
That's wonderful. So you've obviously communicated your vision to what you want for this.
Okay, that's great. Now we just need to bring in the glasses. I want to get this done as quickly as possible.
Okay.
Make sure those glasses are clean before they get on here, right? They're fine. Okay, let's start setting that up. Okay, I'm liking how this is coming together. We also need the orange layers. Nosa, can you get me one of those, please? The orange ones. Okay, this is great. We can just...
Okay, Shay, Mr. Timothy is called. He's almost here at the gate at the moment. How far are we?
My parents' divorce was very sudden, and it was also at the point in my life where I wasn't too sure as to what I would be doing. So, not only was this hard on my home life, but now I have to consider, where am I going with my studies, my future, and that definitely had a hectic impact on, to where I am today.
Welcome back, Mr. Timothy.
Thank you very much.
Okay, I'll leave you in Shay's capable hands at the moment. She'll take you through what she's done today.
Sure.
Okay, so I have done 2 different tables in terms of centerpieces, but I think this is my favorite. So you've chosen the brown chair covers,
Correct.
and you said you wanted gold, you wanted oranges. So we brought that in with the tiebacks and the gold platings you've chosen and the plates you weren't too sure about, but we wanted to try it anyways on the table. So if you're happy with that, we are also bringing in, I know you wanted modern African.
Yes, I like this little touch.
So, you know, with the pot, it's very, I think, African inspired. And also the brass band, so we included some instruments. I think I just pulled that out of the hat. Luckily we found them. So that's fine. And then we've got brown napkins and 8 at a table.
Okay, do you have something else? It's nice, but I had something just a little bit different in mind. Do you have something I can look at?
Okay, all other tables have been decorated differently. This is what we were going for in the beginning. As you'll see, it's not as impactful as that table. We just went with the vase. We can always put something inside of it.
Flowers and maybe some color.
Yeah, and then, you know, maybe incorporate flowers with maybe an orange piece, or just so that you can bring it together.
I think I could go for this. It's cleaner. It's more what I'm looking for, modern African. And if you're adding flowers onto it, I think some cream and orangey kind of flowers. Simple but pretty. Thank you.
I do enjoy the revealing the overall product to the client, because seeing, you know, a face of satisfaction is quite an achievement.
Okay, Shay, that's the end of task 3 done for the day. So let us deliberate and see how it all went. Welcome, Shay. What an afternoon we've had together. So we've been through all our tasks together today. I'd really like to know from you, how did you find your tasks?
It was really challenging and I really enjoyed it, but it was very stressful.
Okay. And from the task that you did, I mean, you managed to see how all the components come together. Can you tell me which one was the one you enjoyed the most?
I think I enjoyed the first task the most, you know, meeting the client and hearing what they had to say and what they want, and trying to recreate their vision and trying to put that into perspective and what we'll do from there. So I really enjoyed that.
Okay. And the least favorite?
I would have to say it was task 2, you know, getting ready and trying to put all these elements together was a bit of a challenge, and you know, not everything was going smoothly, which can be discouraging, but I think it was a bit hard, but I enjoyed it.
Okay, so we've gone through this new experience. How do you compare to your passion and the career choice that you wanted in interior design?
You know, putting the different elements together, you know, the table setups and stuff, I really got to exercise this passion of mine, and I thought it was really befitting. Like, I enjoyed it, and I got to experience, you know, how I can put my vision and make it a reality. So that part I really enjoyed thoroughly.
Okay, Shay, so we met at Interior Telecoms, and obviously you expressed your interest in events management. So after today's experience and all you've gone through, can you tell me how you're feeling? Do you still passionate about this?
It was definitely a new experience, and I liked how challenging it was, and this is definitely something I would like to pursue.
Obviously, like I said to you, in a business like this, when it's development, this is a very difficult, stressful business because you're dealing with high-level clients all the time. And a very big deliberation for me when getting youngsters onto a program is to understand whether they really can handle this amount of stress and pressure. So you got more or less an idea today of how you have to be engaging in all 3 tasks all at the same time. And you don't have the time or the luxury to actually just focus on one. kitchen, I know, was very stressful because that is a high-pressure environment, but you have a team that you work with, and once you learn to manage that team and work within that team, you will find that, it'll be smoother and it'll work from there. So Cheyenne, after today, we would be delighted to welcome you on board to the Sunset Boma, offering you the position of the Junior Events Coordinator, where we will train and develop you, and hopefully you will make this a career in terms of moving forward.
Thank you so much.
It's only a pleasure. Welcome, Shay. So Shane, now that we are here, I think we just need to get through the details. I'll prepare all your contracts for you and let our new adventure begin.
Thank you very much. I'm looking forward, and thank you for this opportunity. I'm looking forward to it.
You're very welcome.
I can't believe I just got this job. I just know this job is going to take me far, and I'll be able to fund my interior design studies. So, to all my hustlers out there, presser, pusher, under.
Well done, Shay. Ka nnete re bone ka wena gore ha o nka monyetla o sebedisa le ha e le ntho e le gore no o sa e batle empa ya ho isa mo o batlang go ya teng. Potso ya rona ya beke ena e tswa go Sizwe. A re yena o batla go ithutela public management. Mesebetsi ya public management kapa yona administration ya tholagala go mmusong, go di parastatals, di NGO le makaleng a dithuto. O ka etsa mosebetsi wa PR officer, admin assistant, case manager le emeng ya mesebetsi. Supply chain le yona ya kena mo empa o tlameha gore o etse course ya yona. Ha se re bua ka di salary ho ya ka di qualifications le mo o sebetsang teng. Ha e ka ba hona le go sa utlwang, hopola o checkela Facebook kapa yona website ya rona. Romela ya hao potso. Saba de paparazzi baqala ama-autographs nginesiqiso ukuthi into kazi eminyakeni eminye ezayo bafethu zabeke i-events coordinator edume kakhulu njengoba-ke eyenza umsebenzi omuhle phinde futhi watholela umsebenzi omusha kwazi bani ukuthi eminyakeni ezayo bafethu zabeke asebenza-ke organizer ama-concert amakhulu afana nawo-fill up the dome asebenza no-Casper Nyovest khalabo Titombo Wen Titombo Wen kodwa lapho emakhaya bafethu isikhathi ukuthi nginikeze impendulo khona laphana kuwe Jumbo igama kade silifuna-ke listen. You don't listen, but better luck next time. Bafethu mina ke ngilivala kanjalo ke uhlelo njengoba ngithi ahlane khona lapha ku Twitter, Facebook and YouTube. Remember, don't look down, look up and stay up. We've been covering events njengeSelimathunzi. Vele sokulate, sokumathunzi. Awuthi ngivale kanje. Wena kuyonke into oyenzayo. Duku.